oddly, it didn't. You arrived at sex symbol status quite late in life.
Did.
Yes. So tell us a story about. I think you were. What were you? About 15?
This is one of the worst stories in my locker. And I've had big debates about whether I should tell it, but fuck it. When I was, this actually had a big effect on me as a kid. It has a big effect on, I'm sure, lots of kids. But I was very sporty when I was a kid, but I was a late developer. I was small, you know. I wasn't very hairy. Just one of those guys who just wasn't, you know. I was a bit behind, and I was young for my year, and that had a big effect on me. Whenever. Anyway, I was sort of balancing playing rugby at school and doing a bit of amateur dramatics on the side, and it all sort of culminated in. We got the final, Liam will know this, of the Medallion Shield, which when you're 15 is the biggest thing could happen. And I went to school called Methody, and we were playing Inster, our main rivals, at Ravenhill, which is Ulster's ground, and it was such a massive thing. There was going to be a big party afterwards. And but also that same night befell the All-Ireland final of the Amateur Dramatic Society, where I was in performing Chekhov's The Cherry Orchard. And I think I was a waiter or something. I was on stage a lot, but didn't really have any lines, didn't have anything to say. And I thought, right, I'll be able to go play rugby, hopefully win that, and then go and do the play, and then go to the party for the rugby afterwards. Now, I was 15, I looked about 7. And I had no hair or anything. And anyway, in the play, they'd given me this sort of black, very acrylic, highly flammable wig that they used to cut off and yoo-hoo to my face to give me a beard, to give the appearance I was older. So I thought it would be a good idea. after the curtain came down on this play, and I'm going to this party after, and I might meet a girl and maybe she drops a hand. So I had the idea to maybe cut off some extra hair off the very... By the way, I was a very fair child. I had blonde hair. So I went into the dressing room. I went into the toilet and cut off all this very curly jet black hair. I put it in a wee pile and got my yoo-hoo glue and just kicked it around there. Stuffed it. I remember standing in front of the mirror going, that looks all right. Just the lengths you go to. Anyway, obviously, went to the party. I think I kissed a girl. I was sort of really urging her to sort of, without forcing her. Urging her to sort of go down, because on this for one night only, it's actually quite an impressive place to put your hand. Anyway, that didn't happen, and actually, thank God it didn't, because I got home, it was a car crash down there.
Was the removal painful?
I tell you why my removal was so painful physically and emotionally. I did actually have about 3 pubes. Naturally developed pubes. They went as soon as I...
What about the image?